You guys can be if you want. So as we were speaking about last week, that this time period that we're in right now is called sefira Omer, because that's the time that they would do the Omer offering. And the Omer offering was specifically between the Pesach and Shavuos, because these are the 7 weeks of self-growth. We're growing, we're moving forward. Every day we climb another step on the ladder in order to go from being a slave in the most lowly land in Egypt to becoming God's children, the marriage of God by Shavuos. That's when we connect, we merge with God in the most intimate way. And in order to go from A to Z, we have all these 49 steps on the way. So each week is built on one of those steps. So the 7 steps we've spoken about before, which correspond to the 7 emotional spheres, which is chesed, kindness, gevurah, severity, strength, tiferes, compassion, netzach is endurance, victory, hod is humility, yesod is bonding, connecting, and malchus is regal, kingship. So these are the 7 emotional steps that we have to go through. We're going to refine each and every one of them to help maximize it and make sure we want to get to the most of each one. So this week is the 4th week of sefira Omer, and this week we're focusing on netzach, which is victory, which is endurance. As Chabad Chassidim, we all know netzach from Heitevis, Nidan Natzach, victory, and we want to be victorious. Whatever we're doing in life, whether it's in work, in our relationship, in our connection with God, we want to be victorious. We want ambition. We want to really maximize who we are and hit goals. That's what we all want, right? I'm sure here especially.
100%.
There you go. So if we want to hit goals, we've got to do it the right way. So first of all, having ambition is crucial. If you're not ambitious, you're just going to stay in bed all day. But even ambition by itself, you could end flat on your back or flat on your face if you don't have the right balance of everything else. Like there are people out there that really hustle and they make success, but on the way they knock people down on the way. They may disregard other people, disrespect other people. They just want to climb that ladder. I don't care who they have to knock down to get up that ladder, as long as they get up that ladder. So that's obviously not the ultimate way to go. And they might find that they did make it to the ladder, but on the way they lost a lot more than they gained. And there are people that may not make it to the top of the ladder because they disregarded all these other elements. So if you want to have success in climbing your ladder, your mission, and each and every one of us have our own unique special mission in this world. God made everyone different because everyone has their own journey, their own purpose. But if we want to be successful in netzach, in victory, then we need to have the other elements as well. Each one comprises the other ones. And probably out of all the 7 emotional spheres, which the first one is chesed, is very, very important, to do things with kindness. Gevurah is, you're automatically going to have a lot of gevurah when you're trying to be successful. But and then compassion is the 3rd one. So when you want to grow the ladder, don't just forget about everybody else. Don't just ignore everybody else. Realize there's other people in the game. And always try to help others along the way. When you're climbing, don't just disregard everybody else. Bring other people with you. And
Chesed just about.
now we have chesed.
Here we go.
I think it's chesed.
Very good.
It's actually also gevurah. If you're on a diet and that pizza comes, then you need gevurah to say no. So it depends where you're holding, whether the pizza is chesed or gevurah. Or, you can have compassion and you can say, no, I'm just going to have a little bit, but not too much. But today, we're focusing on hod. Today's hod is humility, which is a 5th. So today is humility within endurance. So Hoida's idea is that in order for me to grow, in order to be successful, I can't attribute all to my success. If I have a great day and I make a lot of money and I'm feeling really good about myself, I say, 1 second. Yes, I worked hard and I did well. But was it for me? Or was it God who helped me get to this place? It's God's blessing. Or there's people around me that are helping me do that. So the important lesson of the hod, the humility within endurance, is as we're climbing and as we're growing, we're humble to all the other forces that are around us in life. Number 1 is God, and then 2 is the people that are with us, family members. Always at every stage of success, remember the people around you that help you get where you are. And acknowledge them and appreciate them and show appreciation. And as you do that, you'll build them up as well. And they'll help you. And it becomes like a cyclical arrangement where we're all scratching each other's backs. And that's the ultimate way to try to be successful, is when we do it as an entity, as a group, as one unit. So this is a lesson. I want to grow, but I want to grow with everybody, not as opposed to everybody. So this is today's lesson of of today's sefira, and the rest of the week, each week we have a different one. We're going to continue, and the rest of the week we also have, within endurance, we have Yisoid, which is bonding, which is also connected to bonding with people. As you grow up, make sure you keep your relationship strong and appreciate other people in your life. And then the final one is Malchus. Malchus is kingship. Malchus is, if you go through all 7 and you have each one refined, you end up regal. You have victory, and you come out with class, with style. He's a guy that made it, but he also cared for other people. He's a guy that made it, but he also helped all the other. Look how many other people. When people make it in life, people don't know. People pay attention to how considerate and how caring he was when he did it. So if you do endurance in the right way, then you find yourself in a very regal position where you have the level of kingship, where people will be inspired by you, and people will look at you, and people will look up to you and say, wow, look at that. You can be a superhero today and also be kind, not just step on everybody on your way, but actually respect people and bring them up with you. So l'chaim, guys, to really climb that rope and bring everybody there with us.
Amen.
Thanks, Morty, for the cameraman.